this should be good to go. Okay then. Hello everyone, Mr.CanKnotNot here. For anyone who's watching the VOD, this is pretty much me just yet again kind of breaking down what I've seen from the series of videos from MatPat, considering or revolving around his retirement. And this is mainly just me kind of just chatting, kind of working through my thought process around what's been said and what's been done. And yet again, you got me thinking, MatPat. You really got me really... Oh, what is going on here? I did not select... Why? So why do I want to talk this time about MatPat's retirement again? Well, the real ending really spoke to me again. Like, I had seen the video but didn't really poke around, didn't see the endings. I'm like, oh, I'll check it out later, maybe try to find it myself. But just I came back to it and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. And honestly, I was touched. I legitimately started to just think again about everything, and even kind of MatPat just saying, this is now your guys' work. Yeah, you have the branded channels, we're passing off the torch, but this isn't stopping any of you from going and speculating and theorizing and making videos on these things. And I would be crazy to not go over and say that at the end of the day, because of the retirement videos and the fact that what he said had a major impact on what I was thinking about in the moment. Because I've always had a set of channels and creators that really pushed me to grow my channel or work on my channel, and just to keep up on making videos and just doing what I like. But like specifically MatPat's retirement definitely had a impact on how I've been handling my channel, and for the most part I definitely needed to take that day or so from streaming and stuff like that, not only because I've been working on the video that I have been for about a month now, but because I really wanted to think and just process what was said. Because each time I was just like, that relates to everything that I've said and seen. And I kid you not, I sent my thank you letter / goodbye letter on the Discord was talking about how the goodbye internet video made me think about what an impact really is. Has my channel done this impact? What's considered making an impact? And sure enough, he ends up talking about those very points every single time. I'm like, what? Like, there's no way that I just managed to go over and share a similar thought to like MatPat and like how he was handling the videos. I genuinely am just blown away. And is it sad to see him shift? Sure. I mean, I'm actually really happy that he's opened up the newsletter, and he's still planning on doing content, and in a different light than he would have with the main channel. But I'm happy. I have this kind of like conclusive piece around it. It's as you can probably tell, it's gonna be a bit of me kind of just trying to wrap my mind around it, and it's been a day, but seeing the real ending really just kind of cemented this. I need to talk about it now, because I honestly I don't know what to say, and I feel like trying to talk about it is probably going to be better than just saying, well, I don't know what to say, and letting the thoughts just slip from my mind. And it really is, for me, it's just surreal in like every sense. It's this culmination of, not only did I start my channel while watching Matt Pat's work, but I've also continued to be inspired by, and that, I feel like, is probably the biggest thing that a lot of creators have to say. I mean, even seeing what Creekcraft had to say on it, like, oh, like, it was your channel, like Dano Draws, all these different creators and all these different platforms really showing, like, hey, there's a lot more to us saying that we were inspired by than just a simple, hey, Offline, how you doing today? It's more than just simple inspiration by any means, because I think all of us have that moment where we're like, oh, we like this, and we take that inspiration and run with it. I'm doing good. Have you seen the real ending? Yeah, I've been trying to get this sorted out. I don't know what's causing it. Oh, hey, Fox. I can't see both chats at once, so it's gonna be a little difficult. I can try to go over and condense the game window. Okay, so I want this to line up with the other side, so I'm gonna yeah. Yep, this is the Little Kelly's RTX pack. Ooh, okay, this is actually gonna work out pretty well. Just need to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. This way we have light. I'll definitely try it out. This is Bedrock Edition. Just because I like how the shaders look in this. There was another one that I tried before. Okay, and then before, and then go down by 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. And then 2. This should connect up to the other side. Yeah, I like experimenting with different builds, and in this world, you can tell that it's just great for bridges. Which unironically and completely, I didn't even realize it, that I've in this world, I just started off by talking about the Matt Pat retirement thing, and I was just building a bridge. Want to build a second bridge, and we're talking about like just bridges between different like time periods like that. You can tell that inadvertently I'm being very thoughtful. But yeah, the real ending definitely has a lot of stuff to it, and seeing the note at the end is like, oh, like, you are all theorists. You all are the ones who will be the ones who prepare the crazy food combinations. You're the ones who will talk about like videos you like or doing. No, he's officially done his final theory. Like, he is officially done as host of the Theorist channels. Yeah, but at the end of the day, seeing Matt Pat going over and kind of not only passing off his channel to the new hosts of the show, but also saying like, hey, like, I'm not the only one who can do this. They're not just the only ones who can do it, but all of you out there can do it. For me, was like, this is like, that is amazing. Honestly, it's for me is really inspiring to see. And as I was trying to say before, with the goodbye internet video, I legitimately was thinking about it, and just look at where my channel is now. I would have not expected to be on the cusp of 400 subscribers. 300 alone is crazy. I never thought that would happen. But on the cusp of 400, I would have never. I've been treating my channel as a hobby for years now. Yeah, I can definitely turn off shaders. I like to build in shaders. That way I have more of a idea of what's going on, because it looks a lot different without shaders. And that is just what it is. if it wasn't for how he did Goodbye Internet, I don't think I would have been thinking about my channel and what I want to do for mine, or even what impact is. And then with the final theory video, it made me think, where can I improve? Where can I take it further? Rather than being like, what impact do I have? It's, how do I make the most of this impact? And honestly, I don't know. And I'm honestly, like, things are changing. A lot of creators have decided to call it quits for YouTube, and I'm not gonna hold it against them. Many of them have had much success on the platform, and honestly, if they wanted to completely retire, I would completely understand. They've put so much time and effort into it, it would make sense for them to. But then it leaves that, where are we now? Where is it that we're heading to? And it, for me, just makes me think about the start of so many of these creators' channels, and just how large the community as a whole has gotten for everyone. And it's not just like one person or another. And we legitimately would not have the platform we do today if it wasn't for these creators. And as I said, it just gets me thinking, like, where do we go from now? What is the next step for YouTube as a whole? How do we not only live up I hope it gets fixed soon. But how do I, as a creator, live up to the legacy that I'm stepping into? Like, when you think about it, like, I want to be up there. I want to make an impact in people's lives with my content. Yeah, I'm just messing around, having a good old time, but I want to put a smile on someone's face. I want to be the guy who, it's like, oh, like, yeah, I've seen your videos before. You've made my day. Oh, you're the one who did this. Oh, I like that. That's like, that was really cool. I saw what you did. I loved it. This made me think about this, and I did this. I know it's kind of sporadic on my end, but still trying to gather my thoughts after seeing the real ending. It's more than just surreal, at least for me, because we're talking about not just one creator leaving, but there being so many that have decided I'm going to go over and take a step back. I'm going to thank you all and just leave it. And I'm there for it. For me, this is more of a, again, how do I match up to all of these people? How do I make my own spin-off? Oh, cool. I mean, being a fighter pilot takes a lot of time and effort to put into, but honestly, I'm pretty sure if you put your effort into it, you'll get there. What? You can tell how much this has, how much impact this has had for me. Just seeing. I want to do justice with my content. I don't want it ever to be a point where my videos or something connected with me is a what you can do in creative is pretty impressive, especially when you don't have to worry about dying. But I want to make an impact. And my video that I'm working on now, I've been chipping away at for a greater part of over a month now. And I'm trying to get feedback. I'm trying to go over and get people to listen to the audio and stuff like that and say, hey, this sounds good, this can be fixed, redo this, redo that. But I want this video to be the stepping stone that I take to improve on all of my videos and definitely allow me to push for different styles of video going forward and really finding which one I enjoy the most, because let's be honest, raw gameplay videos tend to be very niche. There is not much that can go into that, and as someone who's I've studied the algorithm, you need to have the audience there waiting for you if you want to make it big on that. Okay, so I just saw your comment live offline. That is rough. Honestly, creepers are a bane to everyone's existence, and I feel like the only way it'll get worse, and Mojang, don't. Baby creepers. That would probably make a lot of people rage quit. A lot of people would probably be done with the game at that point. Yeah, I mean, more times than not, when it comes to making resources like that, it's usually what's on hand. Though for me, I just kind of grab what wool I have. If there's brown sheep and I get 3 wool, I'm like, whatever, brown bed it is. Frankly, I don't want to imagine that, just because if that was a mechanic that people had, like, oh yeah, passive mobs, you can just go over and infinitely farm them. All you need is one specific resource. No, thank you. I'd much rather not be able to have a weapon of mass destruction, be able to just be, dropped off on my doorstep and like, hey, yeah, here you go, I have like 100 more. Because I feel like at that point you would have to find a way to go over and pacify the mobs, and that'll be a whole thing that I just will not. I do not want to even begin to speculate on how that could get utilized in PvP situations, or even like any form of competitive. But I really feel like if I want to go over and do justice to any of the creators that have made successful channels before me, I'm going to have to go over and really work on finding my niche. And I just don't know. I don't know what it is yet. I know it has something to do with gaming. Like, I want to do a gaming channel. It's what my channel is starting to get kind of recognized for, is the gaming. But what game? Am I going to be reviewing content? Am I going to be doing more like review based content? Like, what'll be the plan then? 1, 2, 3. Huh. Well, that'll. How am I supposed to? It's always the little moments. The one thing that completely throws everything out the window. And this is it. Here I am just having, you know, a heartfelt conversation, point out my thoughts, and the builder in me steps back and is like, what have I done? So I have two options. Keep this side of the build intact and shorten that one. I could easily shorten that side by 1. Or extend this side, but I can't do that because I'm gonna have to dig out the entirety of that mountain. So option 1 it is. This is how the other side is gonna look. I feel like if they added another might to the game, people are gonna have a bit of an issue with the bugs in the game. I mean, we already have enough issues with bugs in Bedrock, but I don't think everyone wants to go over and hear of the shroom might. No matter how fascinating they say it is, everyone's gonna be like, no, this thing is just eating our walls. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Alright, so... Alright, so move this to here. Alright, so then how many blocks away is this? Okay, so it's 1 and then 2. So I need to... Okay, and the adjustment should be complete. Just need to... Yeah, was it? Yeah? Welcome, Sonic Doll. Honestly, for me, it's surreal. It's, as I said, this is it. This is where newer creators like me and you really start to step up, because everyone's going to be kind of looking at, well, who's next? Not much, as you can tell. I'm just kind of thinking out loud and kind of just jotting down builds. No, see, I don't think Matt Pat's retiring because of that. Because, I mean, if you pay attention to what's going on, a lot of creators like SB and stuff like that are still standing there. It's just because they themselves are looking to try something else. Something that they might not necessarily be able to do in their current situation. Where that makes a lot of sense. I doubt that of all people, Matt Pat would retire from being a host on a show that's been able to keep up with trends probably better than most gaming channels that are legitimately streamlined to be there for a lot of newer content releases like that. The theorists were on top of every single trend pretty much as it was happening or before, which is huge. Really? I know that it lags at times, but... And yes, I am planning on upgrading my computer. I believe I have 32 gigs of RAM, and that's clearly not enough. Alright, so if we're being honest, right, we're talking staples of YouTube. We gotta go back. We have pretty much all of the it's the Minecraft creators that really started making YouTube what it is, where there was a bunch of different people there. It's the Minecrafters that really just sent YouTube to what it is. Like, if it wasn't for Stampy, Dan TDM, Captain Sparkles, shoot, even PewDiePie, we would not have the YouTube we have today. Not in the slightest. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, Matt Pat really just encouraged me to keep on doing gaming content for the most part. And as I said before, if it wasn't for how he did the Goodbye Internet video, I don't think I would have pushed myself the way I have within the last few months. I don't think that I would have made the push that I did. I got over 170 subscribers within the last few months alone. Let me just pause for a second. Because of Goodbye Internet, I started taking my branding, my channel seriously, and got over 170 subscribers in just a handful of months. I started stepping out and saying, hey, you know, I do content. Hey, I do this. Hey, I do that. I'm looking for feedback. Hey, do you want to do this? I've been trying to reach out for collaborations, doing collaborative content, and honestly, I wouldn't change it for anything. But at the end of the day, even in the retirement letter, just look at how impactful he was. And at least for me, he's always been. And even creators that necessarily weren't as big as MatPat still have this impact, and seeing this kind of duality between inspiration and full-blown, like, genius being shared amongst creators, and going from inspiration to full-on action just because, oh, I see that they're doing something on this. Man, I want to do that too. It's crazy to think about. And really, again, I want to kind of do justice by all the creators that I look up to. I want to be able to put my style on display and kind of just do what they were able to do, but for myself. And I hope that one day I can look back at everything and say, I did it. I want to be able to look back, and I'm already doing it now. Like, I'm on the cusp of 400 subscribers. And when I started my channel about 7-8 years ago, I would have never expected to be at this milestone. Yeah, honestly, for me, like, helping out with Dizzy's work, helping out with Big B, helping out with different voice lines and other creators and collaborative work is because of that creative spark and drive, that desire to just help out and just further everyone's creative ideas. I actually had someone say, like, hey, we're looking for we're looking for voice actors. Is anyone here a voice actor or know of anyone who's into voice acting? And I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get into voice acting. What's the plan? And I have him at it, and I'm just waiting to see what projects he has in mind. And that is, I really feel like, is the epitome of what YouTube as a platform is. It's a collaborative effort where people can go and share their ideas and create art, working with others to make their ideas a reality. And nice. So, MatPat, if you're watching, and I know the likelihood of such probably isn't high at all, but I just want to say I love how you handled it, and thank you. You've really made me think, even in different theories, agreeing or not. I've always loved how you presented the information and really made me go back and like, oh wait, yeah, this does line up with this, or oh wait, no, that doesn't. And just really just driving that creative spark, not just me but everyone. I want to say thank you. I want to really state that I don't think, and in this case, quite literally, if it wasn't for how you handled it, how you gracefully kind of passed the baton for the channels, I would not have been challenged on how I do my channel, how I handle what I do for my videos. I legitimately would not be here with the audience that I do if it wasn't for you. So thank you. Honestly, I would love to be able to, at some point, if it's ever possible, be able to just chat, talk about the platform, maybe share some notes on games and stuff like that. But I think this is probably going to be the closest thing that I have to being able to reach out. So again, thank you. So what is it that all of you think? Is it just me, or do you all kind of share in this? Because I feel like, in the same way as I've talked about other creators, including like Technoblade and his passing, in my previous discussion stream, yeah, maybe we can. Maybe I'll switch up the stream to something else in a bit, but for now I'm kind of chipping away at this. But if it wasn't for these creators, I don't think even my disposition towards things and how I handle content, it just wouldn't be the same. And honestly, if it I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow. Definitely reach out to me and maybe we can see if we can. I actually have a really cool idea for this. Oh. Well, later, Sonic. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Okay, let me check Twitch chat real quick. That does not seem like there's been much conversation on Twitch. I wish there was an overlay that I can just have for stream. Unfortunately, it does not seem like there's a thing yet for PC. I know VR has it. I wish it'd work for PC, but I do have plans on upgrading my setup to have or include yeah, so what does everyone think of Matt Pat's retirement? And I would say the retirement, or at least the stepping back of many of these larger creators. What do you all think about that? Because again, I just wouldn't have I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for what Matt Pat has done, especially again with how he handled the Goodbye Internet video and how he's handled passing off the channels. Oh wait, I didn't do this side. Oh no. Wait a second. Well, that happens. get everything prepped on that side, but I forget completely about this side. Nice. Okay, so the thing is that the pizzas is a passive hobbyist thing. I don't just do the pizzas. I've been working on this other video project, Sloth, for so long, and I kid you not, that video has been about a month in the making, give or take. But the pizza shorts are not something I don't think I am going to stop doing, just because it's really fun to see what I can create. What wild ideas I can come up with just Subway ingredients. See, they don't have pineapple there. It's the only thing. They just don't have pineapple. Yeah, Subway does not have pineapple. It'd be great for their subs. Let me tell you, that would be amazing. But alas, they don't have pineapple at Subway. Yep. They have olive, they have green pepper, they have onion. They just don't have pineapple. Trust me, I've asked for it. If the series gets enough attention, maybe Subway will actively start adding stuff like mushroom and pineapple. But until then, we have what we have. Which unfortunately doesn't give it a lot of options, but it's what we got. So I'm just kind of building because with the map hat retirement stuff, I've kind of just been kind of conveying my thoughts. In the last one that I had done, I built this one over here. Now, it doesn't look like much, but I put space there. Yeah, I feel like he's a staple of the community. He's actively still doing stuff, and he actually set up a newsletter, which I'm kind of excited for. I actually signed up for it. So I've just been kind of like, while I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, because I saw the real ending tonight, but this is the new bridge. And then pretty much it's whenever I just kind of want to chat and kind of blow off steam, I just kind of hop on here and just stream well. Just kind of letting words pour out of my mouth. Kind of helps me think and process stuff, because as I said, if it wasn't for how he handled the goodbye internet thing, I don't think I would have been streaming when Rector decided to raid me, so I would have never been able to meet you, Sloth. It is, honestly, if it wasn't for Matt Pat, I don't think I'd be where I am right now. Oh, nice. Nice and oh no at the same time. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, unfortunately, there is a lot of things to do with latency on that end, Sloth. So it is about, it's always going to be about a few seconds late, and a few of the bigger streamers are going to have delay a lot longer, just because of what people like to pull. This is actually starting to come together real nice. And then this one, it's on 2 blocks, and then this it? Yep. Oh, I'm not done yet, Sloth. I'm not done by any means. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start creating things. I can't believe that I actually got that far placing slabs instead of blocks. Well, only time will tell, Sloth. Yep. Time told. How you doing, Slinky? Oh, come on, Sloth. It can't be that bad just because Slinky decided to say hi. Like, come on. I think this is just one of those unspoken things, to be honest. Like, unspoken rules. Do I smell a copyright? Do I smell a copyright debate going on now? Okay, so at that point, Sloth, it's not a copyright; it's a fair use. As a creator, I am all too familiar with fair use. Do you guys think I should at some point switch when I'm streaming to something else? And I can go over and provide the perfect counter argument because you're saying it's a specific type of ear. So is that an animal or what's going on there? Oh, didn't want to open Roblox. Hey. There we go. Fine. Uh, Ben's been here since like the third raid. So Ben has had access to my channel for quite some time now. Do I continue with the supports or do I leave it for now? I think I'll leave the supports for now. I'm gonna work on the lighting next, actually. Yeah, I actually like that duality with like the mountainside supports being more durable. I'm just gonna continue these. Because there's one thing I have to complete when it comes to building these, and that there is a very specific lighting dynamic that I want to upkeep. And this will go through any builds that I do in this world. Actually, wait. Okay, yep, I'm doing this. Yep. That looks so much better. Now I want to go through and actively redo some of the supports using this block. More specifically, I feel like here. So if you're referring to Jeb from Lethal Company, I don't know if he likes me or hates me, so... Because the thing is, he doesn't kill me. And so many times when there's noise being made, where I make a noise... Ah. Okay, and then okay, so I'm gonna end up doing that over there. But time for the real test. I think this is where I leave this. This is what I was looking to do. I have to do the supports on the other side over there, but this was what I was looking to do. I just need to add the... I just need to add the extra lighting here. And then... What do y'all think? I'll probably switch up to Roblox. Just do like a separate stream. That way YouTube doesn't get mad at me for doing multiple games at once and doesn't go over like, oh yeah, there's nothing we can do to recommend this. Do you think I should continue this series? Just casually building every once in a while? I'm thinking going over and wrapping around the mountain sides. I want to build right here. I'm going to continue this pathway around here. Build like a village here. But up here, this is going to be a citadel. Dude, just imagine it. You have like a winding path through here. And then this would just be an entire like fortress. Oh. Yes, right here. Right here. Right here. And there's already an outpost over there. So consider it done. Oh, this is going to be good. Even the build up and the distinction between the two bridges. Like you have like, oh yeah, you know, this is like Stampy's Lovely World or some like casual path. But then you go to this and this looks like you're going to like a city or a citadel. Like you can't go over and say that. I can't wait. I can't wait. And the thing is that I already have a build plan for the realm, which is going to be castle based. So this is going to be really good. Oh, that actually is a really cool idea. But I don't think I'll go on the main path because I use a lot of the staircases, but definitely. I'll probably make a copy and turn it into a minecart ride because this would actively be really sick. I do have to go through here and edit this because I want to add more supports and more lights on the inside. So something like this is just a temporary fix until I can come through and actively refurbish it because I think around here there's a drop. Here you go. Might end up opening it up. Maybe punch through the wall and do like a staircase down. But for now, I'm just going to just casually throw in lanterns until that was just natural, like, terrain generation while I was building the staircase up. I found it, so could utilize that for the minecart ride if I ever get to doing the minecart. Hmm. I don't know what happened. Oh. What do y'all think? I'm gonna switch up to Roblox for a bit. Probably do a few of the rhythm games because that's what I know for a fact I'm pretty good with. Okay, so for one final time on this stream, I just want to again say thank you, Matt Pat, for everything you've done. Good luck with the journey forward. Comparison. Wait, should probably, there you go. Well, see y'all on Roblox. Oh, build a boat. I have something to show you all then. But until then. Until then.